Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
But Seth, you're a Ponza player. Isn't Bloodbraid Elf the best card in that deck? Question mark, question mark.
Need some spicy Time Spiral Remastered reprints, maybe some cool old border cards? Well, you can pre-order Time Spiral Remastered now from our sponsor Card Kingdom by heading over to cardkingdom.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. And this week, we're doing something we haven't done in a long time, which is head to the Pioneer format. That's right, we're pioneering this week. And not just pioneering, but pioneering with sweet new Kaldheim cards. We're playing green-black Elves and Pioneer. Seeing if like Elvish Warmaster, Realm Walker, Herald Unites Elves, can these cards make Elves a real deck in Pioneer? What's the format like? How busted is it? What is the meta like? Let's talk about our deck real quick. Jump into a Pioneer League, play some Elves, and find out. Alright, so here is our green-black Elf list for Pioneer, and it starts off in the 1-drop slot, a bunch of mana dorks to accelerate us into Steel Leaf Champion, really big 3-drop, Realm Walker, just a 1-up, but some nice card advantage if we can name Elf. Then we have our 2-drops, well, our first 2 drops, and 2 of the most important cards in our deck, really. Dwyann's Elite and Elvish Warmaster, 2-mana 2/2s that also make Elf tokens, Warmaster repeatedly, Dwyann's Elite when it comes into play. These Elf tokens, combined with our other Elves to support our payoffs, Elvish Clancaller, our Lord can tutor up more of them, Shaman of the Pack, direct damage to close out the game, a Dwyan as a 4-mana Lord, 1 or all Unites Elves, a little bit of card advantage, some +1/+1 counters. Collecting Company kind of holds it all together, 2 Elves for 1 card, maybe instant speed, Thoughtseize for a bit of interaction, mana base, bunch of dual lands, Nykthos for some reason, not sure about Nykthos in this deck, but we're gonna give it a shot. Sideboard, bunch of removals, some Thougseizes, protection for control decks, time for Kel to grind out value, Contested Petitioner for life gain against aggro, and that is green-black Elves for Pioneer. That's our bunch of brew deck for this week, so let's jump into it. See if Elves, thanks to Kaldheim, can be a thing in the Pioneer format. Thanks for watching, enjoy the games, and I'll be back in a bit with the wrap-up. Alright, much brew about nothing time. Today we are trying something we haven't tried in a while, actually, which is we are pioneering, we are elfing in Pioneer. And part of the reason we're playing Pioneer is some people have asked for more Pioneers, so we're going to give it a shot for the first time in a while. The other reason is there are some really sweet Elves in Kaldheim. Unfortunately, in Standard, Elves are kind of lacking a bit of payoffs, lacking a bit of power. However, there are some really sweet Elf synergies in Pioneer, so we're gonna give it a shot in the Pioneer format. We would love to draw a land here. Oh my god. Well, Warmaster, go. Yeah, second land would have been super helpful, so we could have played another Mystic and triggered this and be going to town, but we'll see. Black Source, especially to play these trappers. Alright, opponent, what you got? Old Growth Trolls. Opponent's playing big green things. That's not a land. Well, I guess we Clancaller, make an elf. Grow the elves. Cannot attack into the Old Growth Troll. Oh boy. Come on, Black Source. Opponent. Primal Might to kill the Lord, and goes attacking. Well, we'll take it for now. Down to 16. More mana dorks, and Lovestruck Beast. Oh boy. This is not ideal. The whole lack of mana is not going well for the Elves here. We have 4 black cards and 0 black mana. Okay, not good. Not good. I mean, maybe I guess we should have gotten in for 2 with this Warmaster. Maybe? They might have just double blocked. Oh, this is looking awkward. Well, I mean, if we can draw black mana, I feel like these Shaman in the packs give us a shot. But we're going to need to draw the black mana soon, because if we don't, we're just going to die to our opponent's big things, or have to start chumping, and then our Shamans get worse. Oh boy. Okay, Vivian. That's also bad. Kills our Warmaster. Well, we will play Clancaller, go to combat. Vivian, opponent. I mean, for being on 1 land and not having black mana, we're putting up a fight. I don't know if we win the fight in the long run, though, unless we draw black mana and draw it this turn, I think. Opponent goes to combat. Big attack. Yup. Well, come on, Black Source. Down to 6. Yeah, we need the Shaman of the Pack, and we need it now. Old Growth Troll number 2. And something else. Another Mystic out of cards. Well, that's black mana. Alright, well, Pathway. Shaman of the Pack. Hit you to 9. Pass the turn. Oh boy, this is going to be super close. Opponent. So our hope is that our opponent attacks fairly aggressively, but not enough that we die, and then second Shaman of the Pack could get the job done, maybe, with an attack. The bad news is we are going to have to do some amount of blocking, probably, which is going to decrease the number of elves that we have for the Shaman. Wow, this ended up being super close. Opponent combat. Old Growth Troll, Old Growth Troll. Well, we will block with Shaman, go to 1. Yeah, down to 1. Oh, we're either going to be just good enough or just short. Old Growth Troll, and Chad's a Forest. Scavenging. Ooh, boy, that's actually a good top deck. That gains a lot of life. I think that actually beats us. So we get to play Shaman of the Pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's not enough. Oh, man. We hit our mana a little too late. We were stuck on 1 mana for too long, and that, just let our opponent sneak it out. Play the tap land. So if we swing with everything, opponent blocks, lives, gains life, kills us. If we swing with nothing, well, I think we just pass, but I think we're dead now. Actually, we're obviously dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, if we had drawn land number 2 a tiny bit sooner, I think we'd be off to the races there. All right, so opponent is playing mono green stuff. We will bring in 2 fatal pushes. We will bring in 2 abrupt decays. Run it like that. I mean, we are only a 19 land deck, so we are leaning on the mana dorks, but we would rather have like 2 lands-ish rather than 1. All right, well, we're on the play for game number 2. Let's see what happens. We get a touch removal now. Yeah, we'll play first. This looks familiar. Well, I mean, we are going to keep it again. I don't think this deck could throw back 1-land mana dork hands. Like, I think these are the hands that we need to keep. Hopefully we have black mana. Or we might be in for instant replay last game, where we're just a little slow with our Shaman of the Packs. Well, land and Elvish Mystic go. If we hit a land, though, this hand is super explosive. Opponent, 1-1. Not a land. Well, War Master, go. About it. Oh, come on, Black Source. Come on, Black Source. Don't do this to us again. About it. Fights the mana dork. Goes attacking. Sure. Elvish Mystic. Make a 1-1. Hit ya. Down to 18. Opponent. Forest. And still gonna need to draw mana. That still is a thing that needs to happen. Opponent attacks. Well, I mean, we will block the 1-1. About it. Old Growth Troll. Well, there's a land finally. So play the untap land. Play Llanowar Elves. Make a 1-1. Play Dwynen's Elite. Make a 1-1. Will it be fast enough this time? We hit our Black Source on what, turn 4? 3? 4. Turn 4. Is it fast enough, or are we going to get the instant replay? Opponent combat. Wow, going aggro. Okay, we will take this. Hopefully there's not a mono green Wrath in Pioneer that I am not remembering. Lovestruck Beast. And turn Timber tapped. Well, we will... what is our best play here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's probably just Shaman of the Pack, right? Shaman of the Pack. Make the token. Drain our opponent. Down to 10. No attacks this turn. We just stay on defense, do a little chumping, untap Shaman number 2. In theory, that should win us the game. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. We will take it. Can't really chump this because trample. Down to 8. Opponent passes. Well, Shaman of the Pack. About it. Is there some blowout here that I am not aware of? Inscription of Abundance to gain 5. Well, that is a blowout I was not thinking of. Opponent goes to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So opponent blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I guess we got to pass. Wow, watch us end up losing this to Inscription of Abundance. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow, that would be so insane. And that makes this a 6-6? Oh, I thought we had this for sure. That inscription was really good. All right, opponent. What else you got? Opponent goes to combat, attacks. 2 cards in hand. How do we lose? Inscription of Abundance would kill us. We'd have to block with 2 things to not die to it. Does that leave us enough left over to win? Attack with everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Well, I guess we play around it. Alright. Yeah. Down to 4. Opponent. Ooze. Last card. Oh, wait. No, gonna eat stuff. Alright, opponent passes. We draw Clan Caller. Well, spin it to win it. War Master, Shaman of the Pack. I think that should do it. So War Master comes down. Opponent can gain 1 more life. Up to 10. But we get a token. We get a Shaman. Put you to 1. Attack with everything. Wow. Whew. Alright. I mean, that's the elf power. That's what the elves want to do. We got to see War Master do some serious work. Alright, that was actually pretty good. That was pretty effective. Yeah, run it back. Now we gotta do it with our opponent on the play, which, that makes it a little scarier. Well, we're not keeping the 0-lander. We've done okay keeping 1-landers and mana dorks, but 0-land, that's a bridge too far, even for us. Alright, we'll put a pathway to the bottom. Well, I mean, in theory, Land and War into Steel Leaf into Collected Company is a thing. Alright, opponent's got their mana dork. Well, Blooming Marsh and Land and War Elves. Go. Opponent, Forest, and Old Growth Troll. Well, Forest and Steel Leaf Champion. Hope for no fight spell. Forest and fight spell. Yeah. Alright. Well, we take a beating. Down to 14. And more 1-drops. Well, Land and War Waste. Go! Save us Coco. Opponent. Land. Combat. Well, we're gonna see what we find. 1, 2, 3, 4. Galactic Company. Give us goodies. I guess we just go Clan Caller for the future. Doesn't help us for the moment, but get a couple lords, take our beats. Down to 10. Opponent. Lovestruck Beast. 1 card in hand. Alright, Lovestruck Beast. Pathway on green. Mystic. Pass the turn. Oh, alright. I think it's all gonna be up to this Coco being good. Opponent. Taps. Goes to combat. Big attack. Well, spin it to win it. Coco. Dwenian's Elite. Actually, probably War Master. Shaman of the Pack. Drain you. Make an elf. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, hopefully they don't have that fight spell. Well, you gotta put. Oh, they do have it. Okay. Yeah. This probably loses us the game, right? So Inscription, grow this, kill this. I guess we're still going to kill one thing, but I don't know if that's going to be enough here. Oh, or that. All right, kills a Lord. What a blowout. Yeah, and that does it. I mean, I think that's what we had to do. I don't think we had a choice, but I also think that we lose now. Overgrown Tomb untapped. Past the turn, how do we beat an Old Growth Troll, though? Can we possibly beat an Old Growth Troll? Opponent goes to combat. Well, we will tutor out a Clan Caller. Try it again. Block and block. All right, Old Growth Troll down for now. Oh, opponent's still at 19, and they make another 4/4. Opponent, Steel Leaf Champion. Well, come on, Elves. We need more Elves. Another Coco would be great. Herald Unites Elves would actually be really good. Removal spell would actually be okay to get rid of the troll. That's a removal spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Pass the turn, see what happens. Opponent makes the 4/4. Might be Clan Callers versus the world here. Wow, this ended up being really close. Man, that one blowout. This Inscription's been insane. New respect for Inscription. Opponent goes attacking. I mean, if they have another Inscription, they have another Inscription, right? So we block. I mean, the problem is if they can fight a Lord, then we lose. But I don't think we really have a choice here with where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get our last Clan Caller. Wow, okay, trades off. Well, we got the Lords. Opponent gets another 5/5. Well, come on, things that make elves. Opponent passes. Well, Shaman of the Pack is an elf. We will take it. Shaman of the Pack, drain you. We do have to be conservative because we're so low on life. Opponent's down to 15. Vivian. Well, okay. Abrupt Decay. Kill the Lovestruck Beast. Opponent. Oh, come on. Good draw. Land. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if we send everything at our opponent has to block. They can put 2 counters on something. And then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and go to 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah? Everything at face. This is a ridiculously close game. Ridiculously close. It's probably going to come down to what's in our opponent's hand, honestly. Their last card. All right, opponent goes to 6. Untaps. What are those last cards? Ours was a land. Opponent finds a Barkhide Troll. Okay. And Shaman of the Pack or Coco would be great. Or Herald Unites Elves. Actually, I don't know if we have Herald anymore. Opponent, yeah, grows a token. I don't think they can attack, though, unless they have, like, a fight spell in hand. Oh my god! That's Xaxes. Yeah, alright. Wow. Wow! Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna draw nothing forever, so I think that was the right line, honestly. If we had to do it again, I would all-out attack again. Yeah, unfortunate. Wow. Well, that was close. The Elves showed that they could do things, although not quite pull out the match win. Alright, much ado about nothing time, and by popular demand, for the first time in, quite a while now, we are pioneering this week. We are playing a Kaldheim heavy version of Elves. Elves is a tribe that got a lot of support in Kaldheim. Unfortunately, in Standard, I feel like they're still a little light on like top end playables. Missing some payoffs. However, Pioneer is a format where there's some good reasons to like Elves. They have a million 1-mana mana dorks, which is powerful, which gets you to payoffs like Herald Unites Elves. Pyre can find decent payoffs like Shaman of the Pack, so gonna be interesting. Excited to try Elves. On the other hand, other than looking at the metagame page and seeing a lot of cards that were banned in Standard at the top of it, not really any idea what the Pioneer meta is going to be like, so we shall see. Well, I guess we just play our 3-drop. I mean, so our opponent's Bogglesing, and we don't really have removal. So we're going to have to play through the Boggles. It's going to be interesting to see if that works. Opponent goes Elsid. Well, Llanowar Waste. We could Herald Unite the Elves. The more Elves we have, the better, though. All right, let's play Elvish Mystic. Let's play Skemfar Avenger. Hit our opponent for 5. This big lifelinker does scare me because... Oh, they draw the land, too. The big lifelinker does scare me because we just don't have removal in our main deck. Opponent has Sentinel's Eyes. So they're just going to be gaining so much life. Oh, my God, and it has Flying. And Vigilance. Okay, Well, let's pull up our deck list real quick. Is there anything we can do about this? No. I mean, in the sideboard we have some things, but... Alright, well, in that case, I guess we die. Yeah, there's not really anything we can do. Herald Unites Elves, mill some cards, get back Shaman of the Pack. Well, yeah, alright. I mean, we can't race this. Well, welcome to Pioneer. So Fatal Pushes in. I guess Thoughtseize is in. Trapper's out. Probably Pyre out, because if we could tutor up like a Rexage or something, I'd be down with Pyre, but I don't feel like tutoring up Shaman of the Packs is necessarily going to be enough. We need to interact in this matchup. Yeah, let's try it like that. I mean, we actually had a very solid draw that game. Like, we were Elven off. Unfortunately, our opponent had a huge lifelinker that we just couldn't deal with. We had a lot of power, but not enough power to race our opponent, gaining 7+ a turn and having back to 7-drop with Vigilance, or 7 power lifelinker with Vigilance. I mean, we can't not keep this, and, yeah, alright. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens. Forest and Mystic, go. Godless Shrine, tapped. Forest and Clan Caller, hit ya. Opponent, Concealed Courtyard, and a Hushbringer. Ugh, that's actually annoying. Well, we will play War Master. Yeah, Hushbringer's actually good against us, isn't it? Play this on black. Well, come on, Fatal Push. Go attacking. Yeah, this means our Shaman of the Pack doesn't do anything. Also means War Master doesn't make tokens. There's more lifelink. About it. Oh dear. Starting to remind me of last game. Opponent gets in, hits us. Gains back all the life we dealt. All the damage we dealt that passes. We draw more lands. Well, I mean, Shaman of the Pack for literally 0 value. Unclaimed territory on Elf. Go to combat. Attack you. Yes, lifelink is hard to beat. Good lord. Like, we're building a nice clock and a nice board, but man, this might just be a bad Elf Oh my god, and now it has Vigilance. Okay. And a Fatal Push doesn't even save us because they have this Elsid. Opponent hits us. Yeah. Well, maybe this is just a bad Elf matchup. Because I feel like our deck is performing well. We just can't interact with what our opponent's doing. Alright, well, on to the next one. Maybe that's just not a good matchup for the Elves. Alright. much ado about nothing time. We are elfing in our new Pioneer format, our new post-ban Pioneer format, and we'll keep this. Uh-oh. Green mirror? Gray's, oh, it's ramp. All right. Well, we shall see. Gonna have to be fast. If this is mono green ramp, our challenge is gonna be killing our opponent before we get Ugined. Probably gonna need to draw land. If we can draw a second land, we can turn 1 Land and War, turn 2 War Master Land and War. Oh, it's Lotus Field combo. Well, we do draw the land. Oh dear. Well, Land and War else, go. Opponent. Yeah, this may or may not go well. Oh, this deck. Yeah, I don't know if we're fast enough to raise Lotus Field combo. I mean, we're going to play things, but Grazer. We got to hope they don't have Lotus Field, I think. If this is land and then Lotus Field with Thespian Stage, we're super dead. Super dead. Lotus Field. Well, at least I have to sack the Thespian Stage. That's something. Opponent, pass it. Still not at all comfortable that we can win this. Opponent passes. Blooming Marsh. We will play a War Master and a Land and War Elves. Make an elf. Pass the turn. Get comboed? Lotus Field might be the most degenerate deck left in the format. I don't think it's a great deck, but it might be degenerate enough that it will be the top combo deck. Opponent passes. Well, we will play a land, play Dwyen, make an elf, go to combat, attack with War Master. I mean, we dump our hand and attack and hope. That's the TLDR here. Not really any reason to attack with the 2/2 since Grazer. Our old buddy Grazer actually doing things. Stopping our elves. Opponent gonna jump with a Grazer, sure. With just 1 Lotus Field, it is kind of hard for our opponent to like go off. So I think we're hoping they don't draw lands, basically. Can we win next turn? If we attack with everything, opponent blocks here, takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, opponent's gonna do what they can. So we can 19 our opponent, but not win? That's awkward. Opponent, yeah, hidden stirrings, tapping and untapping. I mean, maybe they can go off with 1. Did our opponent accidentally tap their... Okay. On second thought, that might be 20 now. Let's see if they got more untappers, I guess. Brawl. Okay. Wow. Our opponent might lose because of Grazer being tapped. Oh, does that change the math? All right, play this on green. Play Clan Caller. Make an elf. Go to combat. Attack with everything except a Land and War so that we can shaman the pack for... Yeah, this should be very lethal. All right, go attacking. Gain a bunch of life that doesn't especially matter. Wow, and opponent scoops it up. I don't even think they knew they were dead, but okay. Well, I mean, what do we have that's good against this deck? Is there anything? Thoughtseize for sure. That might be all. That might be it. So yeah, I guess our plan is to try to kill you real quick. Like, that seems to be it. We'll go down the Realm Walker. Grindy slow value does not seem super helpful this matchup. And then maybe a Trapper? So, be fast, try to Thoughtseize. Do we want removal for Brawl? Probably not. All right, run it like that. Here we come. Here comes the Elves. Come on, Thoughtseize in the opener. All right, we got a Thoughtseize. Ooh, I kind of like this hand. So we should be able to turn 1 Mana Dork, turn 2 Elite plus Thoughtseize, and then turn 3 Coco. And our opponent's doing a bit of mulligan and trying to find the combo pieces. Ooh, the other thing is they could be on the Sylvan Scrying plan. In which case, waiting for Thoughtseize could punish us. No, we'll see. Opponent, Scry land. I think we're going to stick to the plan. Temple of Mystery, Scries to the... Because you can't Thoughtseize Lotus Field anyway. Can Thoughtseize the things that search for it sometimes. Well, Land and War Ways and Land and War Elves. On flavor with our land drop, pass the turn. Alright, no Sylvan Scrying to punish us for playing it this way. Opponent, Yavmaya Ghost. Abrew Grazer, sure. Do they have Lotus Field? Thespian Stage, okay. Well, play Land and War Ways. Play Dwenian's Elite. Thoughtseize you. Take Sylvan Scrying. Oh my goodness. I am so glad they played the Grazer. Wow, they could have cast the Sylvan Scrying to get the Lotus Field too. All right. I mean, we got a shot. We actually truly have a shot about it. What do they find? Vizia. Sure. Opponent passing. Well, we will play Elvish Clan Caller and Elvish Mystic and attack with both. Pass the turn. So we didn't draw the land, so no Coco yet, but I still think we're in decent shape with our opponent only having Hidden Stirrings in hand. They need multiple things to happen for this to work out for them. Opponent. Oh my god, they top decked it. Okay. The good news is they don't have card draw in hand. They still have nothing in hand. They have tons of mana now since they top decked their Lotus Field. But they need to hit card draw before we kill them, and hopefully we're going to kill our opponent pretty quick. Opponent. Wow, that was a super good draw for our opponent, for sure. Untaps. Thespian Stage, more Lotus Fields, I assume. Well, I mean, if our opponent can hit, like, Pour Over Pages or Dig Through Time, they could actually be in business here. I'm not really sure why our opponent's doing this when they have no cards. Like, what is the value of spending your untapped now? Like, they already could copy Lotus Field without doing this. Alright, sure. Well, opponent's out of cards. And they spent their Hidden Stirrings for some reason. We gotta fade, like, Pour Over Pages, essentially. Opponent passing. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Collected Company. Not exciting, but we'll take Dwyann's Elite, Elvish Mystic. Not a great Coco, honestly. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Alright, no awesome top decks, please. Opponent taps. What do they draw? They need card draw, and I think they need it this turn to not die. Alright, what do you say, Lotus Field? Blast Zone. I mean, Blast Zone is actually pretty good for our opponent. Opponent passes. Overgrowth Tomb, untapped. Go to combat. Attack. We are going to have to decide how to play this. This is interesting. Opponent. Okay, good. Blocks and blocks. Well, we will Clan Caller. A Clan Caller. Alright, so I mean, our opponent is going to have one more turn to top decks. Wow, they're going to charge it? Interesting choice. Okay. And untap it. Wow. Okay, just kidding. Opponent kind of got us. Yeah, that is a blowout now. Interesting. I guess we played that. We should have been able to play around that, I guess. I was not expecting that. So opponent blast zones away a bunch of our stuff, kills an elf token, only takes 1. Wow, that might end up costing us the game. All right, let's see what you find, opponent. Let's see what you find. Yeah, that was a big misplay on our part. Just a land. Well, that's good news. I mean, we're still in this, although that turn went horribly. Opponent gonna get in and hit us for, I guess it's free because they get to untap something. Oh, yeah, that was a good play by our opponent and a bad play for us. I was thinking the Blast Zone was going on 1, but it can go up to 2 thanks to shenanigans. Opponent untaps. Yeah. We draw War Master. Well, we will play a War Master. We will collect a company. War Master Llanowar Elves. Make some elves. Alright, your go, opponent. One more turn to top deck. What can you find, my friend? I mean, we have lethal next turn because of the Shaman of the Pack, so this is our opponent's turn. If they're going to be able to top deck something and piece this together, it starts right now. Opponent, Sylvan Scrying. Alright, I mean, I guess this does give our opponent hope again, because they can probably get another Blast Zone. Oh my god, it's just Temple of Mist. Oh, okay. Just kidding. We win. Whew! They only got 1 Blast Zone. If they had a Blast Zone there, things would remain interesting, but without the Blast Zone, Shaman of the Pack is going to be enough. Opponent passes. Well, black, green, whatever. Shaman of the Pack. Hit you for 12? Make the tokens first. Token, 12U. And then we attack. Alright, well, apparently we could beat maybe the best combo deck in the format. Our opponent had a sweet line with that Blast Zone, but I guess maybe we're just fast enough. He says as they went on turn 7. Oh, well, sweet, I guess. Alright, much brew about nothing time. We are elfing in Pioneer. It's been a minute. And, Sand looks fine. I mean, Elves, Mana Dorks, Coco, even a taste of interaction. Concealed Courtyard for our opponent, and Soldier. Ooh, is this an aggro deck? Okay. This is maybe good for us. Blooming Marsh, and, let's lead on Trapper, actually, because if our opponent has Fatal Push, we'd rather Trapper die than Llanowar, Pathway, Boros Elite, Yeah. Alright, that's a lot of 1-drops. Opponent passes. Well, Overgrow Tube, untapped. Play War Master. Play Llanowar Elves. Opponent, Sheffet Dunes. Rally the ranks to grow the dorks. And another soldier. Opponent attacks. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Well, I think we gotta take it for now. Down to 6. Play the tap land. Play Llanowar Elves. Make a dork. Steel Leaf Champion. Go. Alright. Well, opponent got off to an incredibly fast start. Can we stabilize? Plains. 1 card in hand. It's a Thraben Inspector, which is a redraw. Redraws. Alright, opponent. What do you got? Kill us if you can. Ooh, no attacks? Okay. That is what we like to see. Ooh, is it worth thought seizing is the question. I'm leaning towards no. Let's just pass. See what our opponent does. Coco. Boy, hopefully they don't have some sort of evasion. That would be the risk of thought seizing. If we go to like 3, and then they have some sort of protection spell to get through our defenses. Alright, another Lord. Opponent goes to combat. Here comes a big attack. Well, alright. We will collect a company. Wow, the worst collected company in history. Oh, that's so bad. That is the worst. That is literally the worst we could get. Wow, we're gonna lose because of that. Okay. Betrayed by Coco. Block. Block, block, block. Block, block. Like, this doesn't even win it, does it? We can't even do that. Block? Go to 1? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we gotta do. Wow. Oh, that Coco was daggery. Alright, down to 1. Well, we will play Dwenian's Elite, make some elves. Yeah, we will play a Steel Overseer. Pass the turn. Tap land for our opponent. No attacks. Well, Llanowar Elves. Make some elves. Pass the turn. Next turn we can pump with War Master, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does require tapping a lot of creatures. Alright. Thalia's Lieutenant further grows the dorks. So it's a bunch of little elves against a bunch of increasingly big humans. Tap land. Pass the turn. Opponent. Oh my god, another one. Whew. Okay. Well, our opponent might be drawing slightly better than us. Opponent. Combat. Alright. Big attack. Sort of big attack. I think we're okay with this, though, because of this War Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This actually, I don't think our opponent considered this War Master. No trample, right? Alright, so we get to... Wow, this is great for us. Block, block, block. War Master. Wow, maybe this mode is better on defense. Trade 3 elf tokens for 3 sort of real creatures. Opponent out of cards. Oh boy, Shaman of the Pack. That's a draw we like. Shaman of the Pack. Doink you for a bunch. No attacks this turn. Stay back on defense. Opponent out of 10. Kytheon. Yup. Keeps growing the dorks. Combat. Passes. Elf, please. That's an elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't pay any life. So what happens if we swing with everything? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. Do we risk losing? This can become indestructible. Opponent can block 4. They would take 9? Wait, 1? Yeah, we have 3 1/1s. I guess we can also just start chipping in for damage. That probably makes the most sense. Well, this can become indestructible, though. Alright, well, we will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Question is, do we need to leave up this War Master activation? I think we're fine. Alright, Dwenian's Elite. Hopefully this puts us in a position where we get to Alpha Strike next turn. That's what we're hoping to set up. Oh, come on. Sure. Alright. Well, we were 1 point of damage short last turn, and then our opponent top decked this turn. Oh. Well, we'll bring in just a touch of removal, I guess. And, yeah, run it like that. Wow. Oh, man. Opponent was on the play. I got off to a really, really fast start, and we were able to stabilize, but, they top decked a little better than we did. Wow, that was a brutal one. That was a brutal loss. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, I think we actually played it really well, and our opponent tried their best to punt the game, but we were just like a tiny bit short. And if we swing out too much, I don't know. Maybe we should have... Yeah, I don't know. I think we played it fine. This hand has no 1-drop and is super expensive. We will mulligan. Well, this hand has lots of lands, but we will keep. Oh, we got a Fatal Push. But, yeah, this hand's actually not exciting by any means. Alright, well, we'll see. Put it in the tank about their opening hand. Oh, I can't believe they top deck Brave the Elements. I kind of... Oh, poor Elves. I feel like this is a matchup we should be good in, but Brave the Elements, that's a card. Oh, all your stuff is unblockable is pretty good. Well, Llanowar Elves, go. Sadly, we don't got much else. We're going to need to draw some Cocos because on the mulligan on the play, we just don't have any resources. Opponent, back to the tank. You're going to force a will me? Alright, opponent, Concealed Courtyard and Thraben Inspector. Well, we will play a Forest. We will play a Elvish Clan Caller. Opponent, back to the tank. Alright, hit you for 2. Opponent, down to 18. Untaps. Plains, Boros Elite, and Dauntless Bodyguard. Names Boros Elite. Well, that's more lands. I'll play this on green. Play Elvish Mystic. And yeah, pass the turn. Shove it dunes for our opponent. Rally the ranks. Well, let's Fatal Push Thraben Inspector. Opponent grows the dorks. Coco is a good draw. Well, play Llanowar Waste, pass the turn. Well, now we got some options. We can tutor out another Lord. Opponent sacks the clue. We can tutor out another Lord, or we can Coco. Probably going to tutor out a Lord because it's better mana-wise. Opponent grows the dorks. Combat. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This also gives us protection if our opponent finds removal. Now we have multiple lords. Yeah, pass the turn. Opponent, land, combat. Well, let's keep the Lord plan going. Once we draw another mana source, we can Steel Leaf and Collected Company, and then that becomes a bit more appealing. Grow the dorks. All right, there's a land. Steel Leaf champion. Pass the turn. And I like where we're at now. We don't even die to the Brave the Elements this game. Opponent land. And opponent's flooding. This might, if this is decent, it should seal the deal. Collected Company. Dwenian's Elite. Steel Leaf. Opponent. All right, kills a Steel Leaf. Sure. Well, we untap. Mystic. Combat. Attack you. Opponent. Last card, more removal. Okay. Yeah. And scoops it up. Whew. All right. That went well. That went much, much better. Whew. Do we want to change anything else? Maybe we go Rexage. So being on the draw, let's go down a couple 1-drops and bring in a little bit more removal. That game, we were able to just get off on the front foot and win because we were on the play. On the draw, I think it's going to be harder to just win the race. We could be staring down the triple 1-drop start. All right, let's get a good hand. Elf win streak. Potentially within reach. You know what? This hand's not bad. We will keep. Hopefully we draw some payoffs and don't draw more lands, but we got mana dorks and removal and a shaman. All right, there's a bodyguard for no value. Ooh, Fatal Push is not bad either. I'll play this, play Mystic. Go. All right, come on Cocos, come on Lords. That's what we want most of all here. Boot it. Caves of Koilos has a Fatal Push, sure. Goes attacking. That's a Coco. We like that. Well, we will play Llanowar Elves, number 2. Play this on... You know what? Let's just Overgrow 2. Untapped. Pass the turn. Leave up the Fatal Push. Boros Elite. Opponent. Well, we will Fatal Push. Dauntless Bodyguard. Untap. Play this on Gree. Pass the turn. Are we worried about Containment Priest? That is a human. You know what? We're gonna do this now. Maybe that's too conservative, but let's just do it now. Clan Caller Shaman. Not bad. Acceptable. Pass the turn. Put it to 17. Opponent. Thraben Inspector. That's fine. Passes. Okay. Well, we will go to combat. Smack ya with the shaman. I feel an elf winning streak coming. We could blow up the clue, but with how this game is playing out, if our opponent's going to spend 2 mana to sack it, I think that's a win. Get in with shaman. Opponent takes it. Well, we'll just keep playing big things for the time being. Steel Leaf champion. Go. All right, opponent hits their land. Has Benelish Marshal. Yeah. Ooh. Well, we will Abrupt Decay Benelish Marshal. War Master. Attack you. And I like it. I like where we're at. Opponent. I mean, we got the shaman in hand, so our opponent needs like a literal wrath, and that might not even be enough. Benelish Marshal. Yeah, that's fine. Whoo! Elf power. All right. I mean, elves are showing what they could do. We got off to a bit of a slow start against banned tribal decks, but Against other creature decks, elves are a thing. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Alright, much ado about nothing time. We are elfing around in Pioneer, playing Pioneer, and we'll see how this goes. We have recovered from our slow start. Luris. Oh boy, please don't be Boggles. Please don't be Boggles. I don't know if we can beat Boggles, in all honesty. We will put a overgrown tomb to the bottom. Alright, well, I think we're going to start on the Mana Dork. I think our best bet is really play the Steel Leaf on turn 2 and then go from there. It could be like a Pyroman. There's a lot of Luris decks in this format. Oh boy, it's Boggles. It's Boggles. Oh, Boggles is so tough for us. Oh, Nykthos. We've not seen that yet. Well, play this on green, play Steel Leaf. Well, next time we will Thoughtseize first. And we do get to bring in a bunch of removal. Opponent, Caves of Koilos. Shrum. Alright. Well, we gotta hope our opponent's hand is pretty bad. I'll play Nykthos. Do any Insulate. Thoughtseize you. Oh, that's a hand of goodies. I'll take Ethereal Armor. Get in for 5. Opponent's gonna draw many cards, though, with this Shrum. Well, pass the turn. Opponent. Cartouche. Grows the Dark. Yeah, this lifelink is a problem. We don't really have a way to kill it in the main. So, Self a Savior for more protection. Opponent passes. I'll play Llanowar Elves. Go to combat. Attack. Oh, this has first strike. I guess that was not as as smart of an attack as I thought. I really think there's close to a 0% chance we can win before sideboarding here. Although this was not the wisest attack. Although maybe our opponent will not block out of fear of something going wrong. Okay, opponent is going to block. Yeah, well, you called our bluff. Bluff or punt? Bluff or punt? In that case, it actually was a punt. Opponent, land, and gets a Luris for next turn, and goes to combat, and goes attacking. Yeah, I mean, what can we do? Not much. Oh, if this didn't have lifelink, we'd have a shot at racing. Opponent passes. Really good draw, please. Oh my god, Mana Dork. Alright, keep playing the Mana Dorks. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Okay, so I think our, pseudo out is something like Coco into double Shaman of the Pack. That would potentially give us a shot. Opponent's going to start gaining oodles of life here, thanks to this Elcid. Yeah. So opponent's going to gain 5. All right, deck. We know what we need. It's got to be Coco, and it's got to hit Shamans. Opponent gains 5, no blocks. Coco. Oh my god, more Mana Dorks. Well, go to combat. Attack you. This all feels pretty futile, though. We just can't race this amount of life a turn. Opponent takes it to 1. Well, Llanowar Elves. Go. Opponent. Ooh, alright, Griff's Boon off the tizzy. Does this mean we're literally dead? Block, 9. So we're dead to any. Oh, they have that pump spell too, so yeah, we're dead. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah. Well, this is a matchup that I think is almost impossible for us to win in game 1. However, in game 2, I think we have a shot at least. Because we get to bring in more removal and more discard. We get to go down stuff that just isn't going to help us, which is probably Herald Unites Elves. Definitely this Life Gain Lord. Probably Realm Walker. And I think it's got to be Trapper. I don't think we can win this matchup by just outracing our opponent, because they can build a big life flinker so easily. So we need to be racy, but also be able to kill the life linker, essentially. And now that we know what we're up against, we will definitely Thoughtseize on turn 1 over a Mana Dork, which is another reason we can feel okay about taking out an Arrow Trapper. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, probably just more important than turn 1 Mana Dork here. Because we really, if we can keep the lifelink off the table, I think we can win the race. But if our opponent can build a big lifelinker, it's just, it's really, really tough for our deck. Alright, we get to play first. Alright, deck. Give us some goodies, Well, I guess we're trying to race. I don't think we can throw away this hand. It does not have interaction, but it's got a clock, and it's got these Shamans, which might be able to catch our opponent by surprise. Well, land and Llanowar. We do really need this Llanowar to live. We are leaning hard on this mana. Opponent, Caves of Koilos, and Laguna Bend Trailblazer. Well, Overgrown Tomb, untapped. Steel Leaf Champion, go. Land would actually be pretty good here. Double Clan Caller would be ideal. Opponent. At least this doesn't have lifelink. And we have direct damage, sort of. Opponent. Ugh, alright. Well, now we definitely need to draw lands. Does our opponent have land number 2? Yeah, now we gotta draw lands just to get to the shamans. Opponent passes. Well, opponent does not have the land, which is nice. Well, alright. Can we do it without the mana? Opponent goes to 12. And cartouche. Sure. And land. We need a land. Or 2. Wow, opponent's gonna go aggro. Alright, well, no blocks. Land? That's a land. So play this on green. Play Clan Caller. Attack. Ooh, alright. I mean, if our opponent can't find lifelink, Shaman of the Pack should seal the deal next turn. Opponent blocks, goes to 4. Alright, well, let's see what they got. Nothing. Yeah, run it back. Alright, this is it. This is for feeding the kids with Elves in Pioneer. We gotta do it on the draw. We gotta do it in what is potentially a bad matchup for our deck, but it's possible. Come on, Elves. That would be quite the recovery from our 0-2 start to 3-2. Yeah, opponent's on the play. Ooh. We got the Fatal Push. We don't have black mana. The problem is if this Mystic dies, we just auto-lose. And we did see the Deadweights. Are we going to mulligan this? I think we are. Well, okay. This hand is not fast at all, but it does have an Abrupt Decay. Well, I don't know if this is better than our first hand or not, honestly. It's less risky. The one removal is found when we lose the game thing is no longer a concern. All right, what do you got, opponent? Concealed Courtyard and Trailblazer. 1 drop? No, 3 drop. All right, I mean, I guess we're gonna need to draw lands. This is a sketchy start. Opponent Plains and Ethereal Armor and Sentinel's Eyes. Well, I mean, we do get to blow this up, and then Lurrus gets him back, but still. Yeah, play a land, Abrupt Decay you, nothing else going on. That's kind of a 3-for-1, a temporary 3-for-1 because of Lurrus, but still. Oh boy, we could use a land. Opponent. Land. Lurrus. Yeah. Alright. Opponent passes. Land. Alright, play a Mystic past the turn. Opponent. Elcid. Okay, that makes things worse. Trailblazer. Boy, opponent's got threats for days. Hateful Eidolon. And wow. Okay. Yeah, they might just have us here. Well, Steel Leaf Champion, I guess. Go. Yes, Lurrus is going to come in and absolutely ruin our day. And the Elcid can protect the Lurrus. If it wasn't for Lurrus, I would actually like where we're at, but Lurrus is it's a magic card. That is quite the magic card. Well, alright, opponent, what do you say? Another land. That actually is even worse because it means they get to Lurrus and cast something from the graveyard and protect Lurrus. Yeah. Oh boy. Opponent gets back Ethereal Armor on the Trailblazer. It's massive. Goes attacking. Yeah, I mean, what do we even try to do about this? Play Dwinian's Elite, make an elf. So I guess what we have to try to do is, at the end of our opponent's turn, Fatal Push the Elcid, and then we can untap and Abrupt Decay the Lurrus. Whether or not that's actually going to be enough to get us out of this, unclear, but any chance we have starts with Lurrus going away, because Lurrus just blanks all of our removal. Opponent just recast. It is actually beneficial most of the time for them to recast it. What does our opponent find? Sacks Elcid. Wow, can they just kill us? Sacks Elcid for protection. Recasts it. Combat. Hits us down to 7. Yep, down to 7. Well, we will Fatal Push Elcid. Untap. Land on green. War Master, and, well, first Abrupt Decay Lurrus. War Master. Hit you a bunch. Well, I mean, we'll see. We're not dead yet. Opponent's down to 11. We got Shamans in hand. We got blockers. It's really going to depend on what our opponent draws. Evasion is the thing that we're most scared of. Opponent. Okay, Cartouche. Yup, get a little lifelink going. Makes a dork. Opponent attacks. We will block. Opponents hit 13, we're at 5. Company. Oh, So what happens if we swing with everything? Opponent takes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. Do we play Shaman of the Pack first and then just swing out? Yeah, I think we do. Or do we play it after? So what if we play it after? If our opponent blocks here, they take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'd hit them for 4. I mean, if they have a removal spell, we're going to die. Either way, really. Unless we just sit back and do nothing, but then that's too risky because flying kills us. The question is, do we swing first and then Shaman, or do we swing after? Or doesn't even make a difference. If we play it first, we get a token. I guess the answer would be Karametra's Blessing. If they know they're going to die, they could Karametra's Blessing to block Steel Leaf and live. All right, go to combat. Attack ya. Well, hopefully that last card in hand is a land. Well, swing with everything. See what our opponent does. What our opponent has about it. Blocks. Drops to 5. And Shaman. Token first. Whew! The elf comeback! The elf comeback! All right. Things started off a little rough for the Elves with the 0-2 start, but then it really picked up when we got to see the power of the deck to the point where we ended up getting a winning record in the end. Yeah. All right, that was sweet. That was super sweet. Now, let's open our chest. Let's crack open our one chest, little snack for the kids, and something good. Ooh, Burgee. Yeah. I don't think Burgee's super valuable, but I don't have it in my collection, so I'm down with that. I'm sure we'll play some Burgee at some point. Well, we alphed him. Sweet. Be back with the wrap-up. So what do we learn this week about green-black elves in our new Pioneer format? And I gotta say, the deck is pretty sweet. We started off rough, going 0-2, but we recovered to get 3 wins in a row, even picking up a rematch win against the Aura deck somehow, which, oh my god, that feels like such a hard matchup. But really, I think Elves is sweet. And my favorite story about this deck, I started playing this deck before the BNR changes, before we even knew there were going to be BNR changes, and my opinion of the deck at that time was, I think this deck is really good, but it doesn't beat the broken cards. Like, it was a deck that was really powerful, but when your opponent goes Uro into Omnath, into gain 4 every turn, you're just like, I can't do it. I had a game before the bannings where I had the dream draw. I had a gray curve. I cast 4 collected companies, and the combo of Omnath and Uro, it didn't matter. Like, they just gained more life than we could possibly deal and would eventually win the game because of it. So I feel like Green-Black Elves is exactly the type of deck that really benefits from these bannings. Like, now I think Green-Black Elves, this could be a legitimate deck in the format. It could even be a tier 1 deck. Who knows? But I feel like it gets so much better because it's good at beating up on the non-broken decks and performs really well in those matchups, but it just didn't really have the power to keep up with the Omnaths and the Uros and the Wilderness Rex of the world. So I feel like this is exactly why I'm super hyped about Pioneer now. All of a sudden, Green-Black Elves, that's a sweet deck you can play. It's not that expensive, it's fun, it's got new cards, and I think it's actually competitive in the format, which in the past, I think it was competitive, but it was just competitive against the non-broken decks, and there were so many broken decks that being competitive against the ones that aren't broken, I don't know, is not all that appealing, like, if you're trying to like actually win events and so forth. But now, with the broken decks diminished and many of them gone, it might be time for Green-Black Elves with sweet new Kaldheim stuff to shine. So anyway, that's Green-Black Elves. That's been our Much Abrew for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.